brakes, 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 and then you pedal here.
So it's day 2 of J-Pals, or day 2 of Jeremy Powers, Crosshairs, Fulcrum coaching, cross camp. Body's super sore from yesterday, but still super stoked about getting out here again and finding out nailing down some more skills. Today's gonna be mostly about turning. Which is always good to have a refresher course on that stuff, especially if you don't get a chance to practice. We lost Gravelly Point this year, so you don't have the same ability to do all the practicing that we were doing last year. So yeah, this is definitely a good refresher for everybody. We're gonna hear Jeremy Powers and Dan and Rusty say tape to tape over and over and over and over again. Morning, Gnarly.
Hi, how's it going? You just can't like keep your attention.
Well, it's like you go inside and then you start, you keep sweating.
Well, no, I tried and I got laughed at.
Just whenever I can jump in.
Go ahead, dude. Put that face in there.
Yeah, I think did it just late?
Yeah.
Around.
How you doing? How are you? Good.
Strategy, what you're going to do in course recon. Jeremy talked about the things that he's looking at when he goes into a turn. You'll get that throughout the day. And then we're going to start stitching the features together, and by the end of the day we're going to have a full course set up for you, and then you're going to do hot laps, mini races from there.
Now it's about how do we ride it really well, and how do we navigate these corners with a lot of speed and carry our momentum, and that's something that in cyclocross is like probably as important as a second tier to layering on that foundation that we laid yesterday. Bless you. If we go through these 4 sections and everyone can ride them at the end of the day, I'll be really happy. I think you guys will be too. So that's my goal, is to try to get you guys to be able to ride each of these sections out here. And then when we do our mini races, we're gonna break out and do these short races, and then hopefully you guys will find that putting this all together is really, beneficial and feels right. What do you weigh, 100 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, here, hop off this thing. Yes, for a second.
Yeah, if you run them, I run mine.
I got it. Oh, I guess I can use it to tell you what your number is. Yeah.
He's got magic hands.
Okay, here you go. Take that for a second. So they're racing for the last lap. Rusty's got the inside line, and see what he had to do to Chris? Didn't allow Chris to come by. So what he did was, he basically protected his space. But by being here, and Chris being out here, he's able to continue to move over on Chris and keep him from passing him. We're gonna break the course down into sections, and one of the things that you'll do is you'll know which sections to race and where you need to race to in order to win that section. That's gonna feel really tense. So loosen up your arms, get them bent, and that's gonna give you the ability to have a lower center of gravity, which is gonna allow you to make a better turn. So that feels good. Bend those arms, look through the corner. Don't be shy to come over to me. I'll show Mayhew how to eat the tape. I don't know why I always have to be in this position, but I see how I forced him outside.
Had a good time doing cornering drills. I always love that corner down there. I love the fact that we can actually practice and train on a course that we actually are going to race in a few months. It's a huge benefit. Did some practicing with 2-ups, protecting your line, learning how to take the outside line, and also learning how to do the inside line. A little bit more aggressive. So good stuff today so far. Water break, and on to the next thing.
But you see how she can lean the bike over? Did you guys see how she leaned the bike way out and she could use that leg? Because really, like, if she does lose any traction on that, her right leg's gonna keep her up. So that's your safety there. You guys want to go ahead? Harley's doing a great job. Can you guys see the difference in how she's riding with her arms bent and she's got her leg out? She's really low to the ground.
Where's she in?
Yeah, hang that leg.
Yeah, nice.
Let it low. There you go. Way down here. Way down here. Let it run.
There you go.
Right here, Deb. Let it low. Let it low. Good boy,
job.
Deb. Outside foot.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Foot out. Wow. Now let go.
No worries.
Let go. Let go. Over here for Michelle.
Position your bike so that your balance points are infinite, basically. And that's kind of, you know, when you're lower, you have more spread out. So if I'm here, let's ride just up over here together and then come down like that little hill together.
Break now. Break now.
Hey! Whoa!
It was all right. It was all right. It was all right. And now, I'm here to critique. I'm here to critique. His line was over here, but he had too much speed right here because he missed this whole corner. He was not here. This is a nice place to be. Right here where I am, this is like, if you were at an oasis in the Bahamas with no one around, that's what this is to me. I see this and I'm like, that's beautiful. This is a great area to be in because that has a lot of traction and it's gonna allow you to make a nice long turn. I'm coming in, I've got my arms bent, I'm in my easy gear, I'm using this right-hand side of the tape, I'm way over here. Did you guys see where I was able to start pedaling? I was able to rip that because I never made a sharp turn. I was able to carry my speed that whole way through. And I never was skidding, I was never losing momentum. If I can do this without breaking it. It's different than this, which if I hadn't told you guys, that's what we would have done. If I show up at Gloucester, Massachusetts, and I get to the race course, literally none of you have been here. You've all been right there. That's where the line is. 100%, every time. And then the pros come through and they're like, everyone's like, man, they're going so much faster. It's like, yes, because we're doing that technique. Get on the brake. Get into that right hand corner take. Good job. Nice, nice. You were not on the brakes. You had one hand not on the brakes at all. So you got to have both hands on the brakes.
Nice.
You'll be able to turn.
Okay.
But here's the thing, you can't, if you go real heavy on your front brake, when you get down here by him, that's how you flip over the first time. So you have to have equal weight distribution there, or maybe a little bit more on the right than the left. But so you got to make sure you get this turn totally done at the top here to come down for this corner. Okay.
This is, I can go at this speed through this, right? So I can literally be going this fast if I want to. And at this point, I can control this, and I'm not pedaling until here. You guys see that? Like there is no reason for you guys to be out of control going too fast. You guys can use your brakes right here. Use them.
I think I'm honestly gonna build some kind of off-camber thing right outside of my apartment. Hopefully the building management will allow me to dump all that dirt, but off-cameras are so much fun. Everything that goes into that process of like setting it up, remembering what gear you're supposed to be in to get out of it, braking, and then fighting that butt-clenching urge to take it tight because you don't want to run into the tape, but honestly the fastest way through it is to hit the tape all the way through, tape to tape all the way on the outside, and then you have less of an angle and allows you to power through, whereas before if you take it too tight you end up turning the bike, which is, as we saw several times today, a no-no. Luckily nobody was hurt. But yeah, man, that's too much damn fun. I want that.
You like suburban dads and drugs?
Look at these guys.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Richmond represent today?
Hey, yeah. It's that little fuzzball you got on your camera there.
Oh, that's to make sound.
That's the microphone.
Make sound better.
Speaking to this. Speaking to the microphone.
It is a triple.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
What we gotta do?
Take care.
All cheese?
So those are cheese, CH's cheese, chicken CK.
Mushroom, pepperoni,
Yeah, onion.
sausage.
Section in particular.
W practice. Or and or M.
Just because if you're coming down this, see how there's, look at where David.
It's the best part of the course.
There's like very far back. I'm not worried necessarily about where you are. You want to make a straight line of this, right? You want to try to like go straight up this so that you don't have, you don't want to be over here. You don't want to be down in there. Just try to make a straight shot up this, and especially on this side. So you see where he started pedaling?
Yeah.
See how he's just taking a straight line right up that?
Yeah.
Comes back down, rest, brakes on the outside. Then he's got to power up the top.
Yeah.
What we're trying, yeah? Looking good.
Got it. Good job twisting lines, Ray. Nice job.
Yeah? Okay.
What's up, Taylor?
I'm a shot girl. Yeah.
Oh, here comes Taylor.
Come on, Stu.
Come on, Stu, single speeder! Come on! Let's go! Come on, Stu!
You guys see how much faster Harley just went up that hill than those guys? Because that line. It's about having some speed, but it's really like you could start this whole thing right here. And you could start this whole thing right here and basically give it some. Don't do that. And you guys want to hold it up top now?
This is too good.
So be in your easiest gear, but it's really about this point right here as you come through, and then getting to right there and pedaling. Okay? So it's actually about carrying your speed up this as much as it is coming down it. But you could be at 0 miles an hour like me right now, and then right here it's about powering up and then coming across, and then getting on that there.
Damn.
Right here. Just to give you guys a sense, like. Yeah, hard man. Straight lines earlier, all right, Rafa? Yeah, come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good job. Pedal hard. You got one more easier here. You could have been in.
Got some practice in on the W, the M, whatever we're calling it now. Last year I made it every time. This year it took me a bunch of times to make the second hardest one. That finally made it. Different little cut into the line instead of taking the usual outside, tape to tape all the way up and hitting all those roots. Anyway, during the race it ends up being complete swampy, dry crap anyway, and you end up with everybody in your way and there's lots of traffic, so you end up having to run. Next we're gonna have race simulation. This is where we show everybody our pizza that we had for lunch. I'm pretty cooked, so I don't know what else I got to say. I just hope I can make it through this thing and not vomit everywhere, but then again, whatever. It's part of the process of getting better. It's pushing yourself, and sometimes you show everybody your food.
On the hill, you're gonna come around this corner, you're gonna have to scrub some speed. You guys have done this turn, you know you want to go wide. But one of the big things that I want you guys all to look at when you're coming through, and again, in your pre-ride, there's 4 or 5 huge ruts here. Okay, there's one right here, there's one right here, there's one right over here. So be mindful of that when you've got 30 rabid animals next to you, your competitors. The Rafa. Put your hand up. Right there, that's where you guys want to be saying, okay, I need to take a rest. I need you to take a deep breath because you just had to power up this hill right here. And so now this is about how we break this down into sections, right? You're not gonna win the race on this section right here. All you're doing is technically riding. So now at this point you wanna, again, be in what gear? Easy. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right, practice lap. Gotta put this down.
We got, man.
Ride it! I always take so weird steps on that thing.
Wisely bailed out before you tried to save it. Nice.
Here goes. Ian.
Yeah!
All right. Not gonna beat any more things, but we learned a lot this weekend, and I hope that you guys have great seasons and good luck. And I'll be out there yelling if I see you. Harley?
Yeah, I mean, again, I always encourage people, find me on social media. If you have any questions over the course of your season, do not hesitate to shoot me a message. We are obligated to be on there all the time. We always have our phones with us, so we check it all the time. But feel free to ask any questions. This was great. Thanks for having us.
Oh, I'm Snapchatting this.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, so thanks for coming out. I had a great time.
Yes.
It was a damn good cross camp. First time you obviously learned a lot because you don't know anything. And then the second time it's all the things that you want to learn more of or refine the skills that you didn't have before. It's just as rewarding the second time around. And those guys do a great job. Jeremy's super helpful, jumps around from every group, gives lots of individual attention, makes everybody feel awesome. And then the crew from Fulcrum Coaching, they do an astounding job. So I highly recommend this camp. Sorry about the helicopter, but that's right next to a hospital. But if you can, definitely make a point to get to a cross camp if you've never been to one. Even if you have been to one, go again. You always can get your skills refined. It's always fun to be around people that are learning. It's infectious. It makes you excited about getting back and racing. Excited that Cross is coming.